it do? It is your boy Dakota Griswold of Gamers, Nerds, and Geeks United. Welcome back to Yesterday Today. This is the show where we bring you some of the biggest gaming news you may have missed from yesterday today. Alright, lads and ladettes, so jumping right into the appetizers here. And well, if you ever wanted the first Fire Emblem game localized and in English, well, it's coming out on December 4th on the Nintendo Switch for a $6 download. But wait, there's more. For about $50, you can get a special edition with all of the stuff coming in. All of the extra special stuff, as you see here. You get a book, you get an art book, you get a clear steel case, everything, a clear sleeve and everything, and it's really, really awesome. But if you probably heard this before, it's only available until March 31st. It appears that this might be a trend that Nintendo might be going with, but at least we got Fire Emblem. At least we got Fire Emblem, yeah. Nintendo's like, yeah, we might not have new hardware for you, but here's that 30-year-old game you wanted localized. So we live in an era where basically everything is streaming, right? Everything is smart, and you expect every app to be on everything. Well, it appears at launch, at least, that the PS5 will not support HBO Max. Well, it's kind of okay, given the fact that if we have a method to watch HBO Max right now, that's on our phones, Fire Sticks, computers, whatever, it doesn't matter, but one app is missing compared to like the Netflix and everything else is going to be there. That'll be fine for now because HBO Max is still relatively new. It's only a few months old, whereas these other apps, they've been around for quite some time, a generation or two, if you will. So it's fine, give it some time, and I don't think nothing's going to happen to anyone. It will be okay, but I guess thanks for letting us know. Alright, so a lot of us are Uncharted fans. In fact, millions of us are Uncharted fans, and we've been waiting for the movie for quite some time. We wanted Nathan Fillion, and then we actually got Tom Holland casted as Nathan Drake, and since they started filming, well, Tom went ahead and tweeted out a picture that says, "Nice to meet you, I'm Nate." And this is the picture of him as Nathan Drake, and well, I gotta say I'm quite pleased. I never had a doubt that he fits the role because he fits the role of Spider-Man so well with the slick humor and the smart mouth, and he definitely fits Nate very, very well. And then, you know, we got a chance to see some other sets, and there he is with the real Nathan Drake himself, Nolan North, and it appears that he might be getting, I'm not just taking it with a grain of salt, he might be getting a little bit of consulting from Nolan North because he did the character for over 10 years, so why not hear it from the horse's mouth, the guy who actually reprised the role? And hey, listen, if you're excited as I am, because I know I'm excited, I know that this movie is going to have a very, very huge appeal. Simply because it's Uncharted, simply because it's an action movie. It's going to be an action movie, adventure, finding out new stuff, and you actually might learn a thing or two. I'm just glad that we're watching the movie, watching him do the puzzles, because playing the puzzles, solving the puzzles in these games are really, really hard. So, a lot of people are going to say this is like a male Tomb Raider, and rightfully so, but these games are better than any Tomb Raider that ever came out. And those last 3 Tomb Raider games were very, very good, but yeah, ain't nothing like Uncharted, man. And I really think I want to say Uncharted 2 for the most part. Okay, so we finally got confirmation that Rambo is officially in Mortal Kombat. And, well, it's very, very exciting. They officially released the trailer yesterday of him in action, and I gotta say, he actually looks absolutely amazing. They have everything to all of the, from the tripwires, to the traps, to the machine guns, to the bows and everything, to all his slick one-liners, and it's awesome. Even when he, like his victory screen, he takes his gun and shoots it in the air, and his mouth is like, ah! You know, it's really awesome. They really captured Sylvester Stallone. I don't think Mortal Kombat gets enough credit. We got RoboCop with the original actors in RoboCop, Terminator, and now Rambo, all the original actors that's going on, and it's so awesome. Honestly, I have Mortal Kombat 11, but I have not played the Aftermath expansion, but I think I'm going to wait for this Ultimate Edition to release. It's going to be about $40. Yes, I'll be purchasing it again, but oh well, it's all good. I don't mind purchasing it again because it's Mortal Kombat, and well, it's always a great, great benefit when you play Mortal Kombat, and this season pass, they got all of these characters. It's definitely, definitely awesome, and great to see Rambo in the game other than, you know, Contra, because it was supposed to be Contra and Commando. It wasn't, but you get what I'm saying. Alright, so I want to talk to y'all about Ghostrunner. Yeah, where you play as a cyberpunk ninja doing a bunch of parkour and stuff like that. It feels like Katana Zero meets Mirror's Edge, where you're doing a lot of parkour, but it's also a one-hit, one-kill kind of deal, and you're running across walls, you're dashing here, you're dashing there, and all you are equipped with is your sword, and you can actually do a little quick dash similar to similar to that in Dishonored. And it's actually a pretty cool game. I actually played the demo on PC. It's awesome, but it's definitely skilled. It's definitely a skilled thing, as you can see here in the trailer. And it was actually very, very interesting, and it's very, very skilled based. Like, honestly, if you feel like you can't, be fast, I'm actually kind of getting distracted by the trailer, honestly. But if you honestly feel like you ain't got reflexes fast enough, or even patience to properly assess the situation, this game might not be for you. But I did have fun playing it for about 20 minutes or so, really trying to figure out everything like that, but it felt really good. But hey, who knows, this might actually be played pretty well on keyboard and mouse, because it's just move forward, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really excited. But here's the great news: it is going to be with a free upgrade on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Yes, absolutely. I don't understand why some of these developers are able to do this, but not all of them. No shade, but you already know what it is. And I gotta make a big shout out to Stadia. They really trying, because this game, Young Souls, they got coming out, it's exclusive to Stadia next year. It's just a Nickelodeon-like game. It looks Nickelodeon-ish, but it's an action RPG side-scroller beat 'em up type game with a pretty deep story where somebody really believed in them, and you're really just trying to help them out. It seems like a very interesting story, because it was narrated very, very well as well. So Google, actually, Stadia launched another episode of their weekly show that it seems to have been called Good Stuff, and some of the games that's coming out. And this game, Phoenix Point, actually looks pretty good. But what was most interesting in this video to say is that Fenyr Rising coming out on the Nintendo Switch and Xbox and PS4, everything else, right? PC, of course. But there is a Stadia exclusive demo just for Stadia, and it's available from yesterday till the 29th of October. The game will be releasing very, very soon, and man, it actually looks fun. So once again, I want to give a huge shout out to Stadia, because a lot of people are laughing at them, but they're showing soon that there is a place for them in the market. So they might be just going in direct competition with Luna by Amazon, and also with Game Pass, xCloud. So I think it's really interesting, and it seems like Microsoft might be competing on two fronts, on the console front and on the xCloud front. And maybe that's a lot more space for them to gather up some money in there. That's actually very interesting, because Microsoft has officially gone handheld, and I don't think anybody realizes that yet. But once again, shout out to Stadia, because they're keeping it going. And at first it was rough, but it looks like they're learning, and the presentation is definitely getting more interesting. So I'm slowly starting to believe in them, and you can actually try the demo out right then and now. Have not tried it either, but this game itself is starting to look very, very interesting to me. Alright, lads and lads, time to get into the meat and potatoes of the dish. So speaking of Immortals Fenyr Rising, I gotta say, there was a 20-minute demo up, and it of course hit YouTube on the respective sources. This is from GameSpot, of course, and I gotta say, this game is actually showing some promise, and there is a place for it. There is a lot going on. You got Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs Legion, and Immortals Fenyr Rising coming out in like a 2-month time span. That is a lot, and it doesn't even seem like it's going to get overcrowded, because this game actually seems like it's going to have a place for what it is. It seems a little Breath of the Wildish, but not really. It has the kind of the clay, cartoony kind of look to it, but it actually works. It seems more action and platforming, where you're doing a lot of jumping, but the combat seems to show some promise. It's a very quick, very fast reaction to hack and slashing. There is also a parry system, and gotta love a good parry system. Of course, shout out to my Dark Souls fans, and honestly, Ghostrunner has an amazing parry system. Those for casuals and hardcore fans alike. But the parry system seems to be interesting, and it also seems to be pretty on point. I haven't tried it out or anything like that, but I gotta say, after watching this 20-minute gameplay video, I have gotten huge interest in this game. It's basically narrated by Zeus and Prometheus, where Prometheus is telling Zeus a story about this hero that's going to help him beat apparently the villain in this game, Typhon. And he's trying to basically speak his way out of those chains and his imprisonment of all of this thievery that he's done back in the day. But then you hear Zeus saying, oh, all of the humans are useless. But he said, no, there's this one that is going to be useful, and he's telling them the story. And Zeus is being extremely sarcastic, and he has the godlike mentality, of course, so he's really pompous. It's actually pretty funny. So the action seems to be pretty okay so far, and maybe even fun. And I gotta say, the narration, the voiceover, the humor, it seems to be pretty spot on. And I don't care what system I'm getting it on, I know I'm going to get this game. I would really like a steel case for this game too as well. But this game actually shows some serious promise, and I think it deserves a second look. And that is the Code of Griswold of approval. Alright, lads and ladettes, that is it for today. I hope you have a great weekend ahead of you. Go ahead and hit the like button if you haven't already. If not, hit the dislike. It's all good. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and be sure to turn on those notification bells so you know when your boy is posting. Please, we are at 308 subscribers, so please don't forget to share, and tell them to subscribe. We are still on the road to 3,300, and we are ending off strongly. This video is finito.